ساتوی پسرو وینو داد شهیدانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو داد شهیدانو کور داد کور داد باتورانو.
Hello and good evening. Today is Saturday, April 12, 2025. I'm Suleiman Talash and you're watching English News Bulletin from RTA News. Let's dive into today's news updates from the country and beyond. A proposal concerning Afghanistan has been prepared by the United Nations and is expected to be shared with officials of the Islamic Emirate shortly. These statements were made by Robert Dixon, the British chargé d'affaires to Afghanistan, during a meeting with Maulavi Abdul Kabir, the Minister of Refugees and Repatriation. Here is the rest of the story.
It seems that the international community is preparing to expand relations with the Islamic Emirate in all aspects. A senior British diplomat recently made statements in this regard during a meeting with Maulavi Abdul Kabir, the Minister of Refugees and Repatriation.
Mr. Dixon expressed his pleasure during this meeting, stating that a proposal has been prepared within the United Nations regarding Afghanistan, which is set to be shared with the officials of the Islamic Emirate in the future. He mentioned that this proposal includes the strengthening of Afghanistan's relations, ensuring security, and other positive steps. He also emphasized that the UK played a significant role in the development of this document. Furthermore, he emphasized that the UK is committed to supporting the Afghan people and maintaining a continuous relationship with Afghanistan, and is working to ensure that Afghanistan once again takes a prominent place on the United Nations agenda.
Robert Dixon added that Britain is committed to supporting Afghans and maintaining relations with Afghanistan, and is trying to put Afghanistan back on the agenda of the United Nations. In this meeting, both sides discussed the situation of Afghan refugees, humanitarian assistance, and expanding cooperation between the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan and the international community.
Mr. Dixon also mentioned that the world is facing humanitarian challenges and the return of refugees from Pakistan is a significant humanitarian responsibility. He emphasized that solutions should be found through coordinated efforts. He further stated that the UK has increased its humanitarian aid by €7.5 million to expand support for Afghan refugees.
Maulavi Abdul Kabir said that the Islamic Emirate is committed to developing positive relations with European countries, especially Britain, based on the economy-oriented policy, and is trying to avoid any misunderstandings.
He added that over past 3.5 years, the Islamic Emirate has been working not only to strengthen internal institutions, but also to expand political and economic relations with the world. It's striving to make Afghanistan a key regional transit hub. He further mentioned that the foreign policy of the Islamic Emirate is focused on the economy, aiming to guarantee regional development through trade, investment, and stability. The goal is to create a situation where we are not subjected to forced deportation by neighboring countries, and our relations with the world are further strengthened. These relations could play a significant role in the future, helping to gain recognition for our government, facilitating the evacuation of refugees from the ongoing crisis, and persuading neighboring countries to treat refugees per the Geneva Convention. Such treatment would align with international norms, Islamic principles, and the values of good.
Maulavi Abdul Kabir explained that the Islamic Emirate has made preparations for the proper management of returning refugees and has relocated 46 towns in different parts of the country. The Minister of Refugees and Repatriation Affairs called on the international community to cooperate with the Islamic Emirate in activating these towns and to play an effective role in preventing the forced deportation of Afghan refugees from Pakistan.
Mullah Hidayatullah Badri, the Minister of Mines and Petroleum, during his visit to Badghis province, visited various mineral resources of this province, including Laman Valley coal mine, Qalayinau gypsum mine, and the oil and gas mine of Balamarghab district. The Minister of Mines and Petroleum, in a meeting with the officials of the contracted companies of these mines, gave the necessary gifts for transparency and the mining and processing of mines and creating job opportunities for the people. Maulavi Sardar Ahmad Shakib, the ambassador of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan in Islamabad, met with Iqbal Hussain Khan, the ambassador of Bangladesh to Pakistan. The embassy of Afghanistan in Islamabad states that during his meeting, relations between the two countries, as well as their shared religious and historical commonalities and legal services, including visa issuance for citizens of both countries, were discussed. The Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock led a delegation to Uzbekistan to discuss regional cooperation in agriculture. They will meet with Uzbekistan's Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Energy and Water to explore economic relations and enhance technical cooperation. Experts emphasize the importance of strengthening ties between Uzbekistan and Afghanistan in the current situation. Let's see a full detailed report. Efforts are being made to strengthen Afghanistan's economic relations with neighboring countries. Recently, the Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock led a delegation to Uzbekistan to discuss regional cooperation, particularly in the agricultural sector. The delegation included representatives from the Ministries of Energy and Water, Interior Ministry, Ministry of Defense and Foreign Affairs, as well as the Deputy Minister of Economy, the General Directorate of Intelligence and the Administration.
The purpose of this visit is to discuss and exchange views on climate change and its impact on water resources in Amur River Basin, as well as to expand cooperation in agriculture, irrigation, livestock, food security, capacity building, and other related areas between the two countries.
The spokesperson for the Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock stated that the delegation from the Islamic Emirate will discuss the expansion of economic cooperation with Uzbekistan's Minister of Agriculture, Energy and Water.
This visit is an important step toward enhancing bilateral relations and strengthening technical and economic cooperation between Afghanistan and Uzbekistan.
The visit of the Islamic Emirate officials to regional countries is crucial for enhancing and expanding economic relations.
Afghanistan can take effective steps to improve and promote its economy by developing trade and economy relations with neighboring countries. Uzbekistan has experience in modern and mechanized agriculture, which Afghanistan can benefit from through knowledge exchange and the sharing of experience with this neighboring country.
High-ranking officials from both countries have previously visited Afghanistan and Uzbekistan to strengthen and expand their relations. Mullah Nuruddin Torabi, the head of the National Disaster Management Authority, met with Ms. Mia Park, head of the International Organization for Migration in Afghanistan and coordinator of access to humanitarian aid. In this meeting, the head of the National Disaster Management Authority asked the IOM organization to cooperate with this department in various fields as before. The IOM chief said that the organization plans to implement 90 projects in the field of disaster management and risk reduction in Laghman, Baghlan, Faryab, Maidan Wardak, Paktia, Helmand, Kandahar, and Herat provinces this year. The Disaster Management Directorate of Laghman province, in cooperation with some government institutions, established a temporary settlement for forced returnees from Pakistan and the Surkhakan area of Qarghi district of Laghman province today. On the other hand, the head of the aforementioned department of this province has asked for more cooperation from aid organizations in solving the problems of these migrants. And the final one is that the construction of 244 development projects worth 278 million Afghanis was inaugurated in Laghman province in the presence of Mullah Muhammad Yunus Akhundzada, the Minister of Rural Rehabilitation and Development, and several other officials. On the other hand, during his visit, the Minister of Rural Rehabilitation and Development also inaugurated the work of 161 other projects worth 275 million Afghanis in Aligarh district of this province. According to the ministry's officials, these projects include paving and leveling of roads, construction and cleaning of agricultural canals, sidewalks, retaining walls of bridges and culverts. And that's all for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay with us to stay updated. Have a good night.